Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Hope you went to church. Hope you celebrated your father today for those who still have fathers. I lost my dad 14 years ago. But I learned quite I learned quite a lot of things from him. Uh, my dad was a very humble man. He used to be a commercial bus driver. I learned humility from him. My dad was humble to a fault. You know, he was the one that regularly took me to church. Used to attend the Catholic church in those days. St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church at Palm Grove. My dad used to take us there. Personally, he took me to church every Sunday. He was a very humble man. Popsi mi ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu wọn tán. Humble to a fault. I think I learned a lot of humility from him. My dad was the first person to teach me from the scriptures. He was the first person to teach me the scriptures. Yes. And one major thing I learned from my dad was that my dad co-built a house before he was 40. I think my dad didn't finish primary school. Yeah, he didn't finish primary school before he relocated to Lagos. But even at that, before he was 40, he was able to arrange with his senior brother, and they both built a house at Bariga. And it was in that house I was born. You know, I was born right inside our house. He was a very gentle man, very humble man, but also a disciplinarian. And later I met another father, a great father, Dr. Daniel Kolawole Lukoya. You know, I had been the the child of my mom was a teacher, and so she had inculcated a lot of academics and education into me. But you know, I grew up in Bariga where issues of hard work, resilience, diligence was not really taught. You know, you just lived every day and expect that one day, like all those Yoruba movies we used to watch, one day you go to farm, your hoe will touch a pot, and inside that pot, underneath the ground, you'll find a lot of money. Uh-huh. So, but it was when I joined MFM, I got to know that you can live a purposeful life. And you had to be, if you wanted to be excellent, you had to be diligent. He needed to apply. And I inculcated diligence more when I started working very closely with Dr. Luka. We would resume very early in the morning and close very late at night. And I was like, hey, somebody should warn this man. He will fall sick one day. But the Holy Spirit told me, it is what you permit that you permit. So learning from him, seeing him, because my office was right behind his office. Seeing him walk so hard like that made me also to drive, to begin to drive myself. I will go most especially when I went for the first time I went for deliverance. That was at the prayer city. I noticed that I could fast those 3 days and I didn't die. Ah, so on a normal day, I would eat at most twice in a day. Most of the times I ate once in a day. And whenever I was moving around doing my thing and hunger was hitting me, I would be telling my body, "You are just joking." So it helped me to build a very strong prayer life. It helped me to build a lot of spiritual muscles. So learning closely from Dr. Rukoya really transformed my life. Helped me to build on the very good values my dad and my mom had inculcated in me. My dad was a very humble person. Very humble to a fault. My mom was a teacher and she taught me a lot. So meeting with Dr. Lukoya helped me to build discipline, diligence, resilience. Like nothing was impossible. What you have to do is fast and pray about it and keep working at it. Then seeing Pastor Ye Adeboye also from afar, the humility. Going back to Dr. Lukoya, one of the major things I learned from him, even while I was still with Funke Ashebo, was I just used to be surprised, like upon all the dragging that we are dragging this man, he didn't even budge, didn't even have time, like mentioning Funke Ashebo once. He was busy with his ministry, and that was one of the things that began to happen to me while I was with Funke. At some point, I was like, this man, they are dragging and dragging. He's just busy with his ministry. He's just there, busy with his ministry. He didn't send. So as it is, all the things that I'm going through now, somebody coming to drop comments, bad comments, somebody throwing bad energy at me. I learned this from Dr. Olukoya too. And that's one of the things that made me know that one day I was going to stop following this woman. Because me, I have ministry. It is somebody who doesn't have ministry that behaves the way Funke Ashikun and Bolu are behaving. They are not accountable. They don't feel accountable to God. You know? But if you have a ministry, you have lives to touch. You have people to reach. God has built an entire ministry in you that needs to reach out to people. You'll be more careful. You'll be more careful. And you'll also be more careful the way you handle other people's lives. Look, Johnson Oyekon had a concert in the UK yesterday, Upper Room. Look at that. Massive. That was massive. That was massive. That's somebody who has a ministry. But look at Funke Ashekun. Even the small singing she used. Come and take Tiger notes. Come and join me. The small let's talk marriage she used to do then. She has abandoned it. She has abandoned it. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. So I learned that from Dr. Luka. Also from Daddy Adewe. Certain things don't budge them. They are focused. They are thinking about the next crusade, the next concert, the next program, the next opportunity to win souls, the next opportunity to help people. Excuse me. That's one thing I observed about Dr. Lukoya too. A lot of people come for prayers, yes, but he knows that some of them also needs assistance. So he renders financial assistance, job assistance, connection assistance, and all of that. And working closely with that man really transformed my life. Like, it made me see life from a totally different angle. Like, some people have money and they keep money like, this is my money. He doesn't do that. The level at which he gives, the level of giving. Also, when I joined RCCG, I knew I was going to stop following Funke. Mhm. Because the things they teach us, you don't even have time to go and be dragging anybody. You'll be so focused on your ministry. While Funke Ashekun is dragging people and people around me were organizing concerts, as in people who are not as talented, as gifted musically as I am. See them organizing concerts. I will be like, hey, you when are we going to stop all these things that Funke is doing? So I've been wanting to turn back. Tikpe. I just didn't know how to. Because you can't make dragging somebody, you can't make that your entire destiny. You can't make that your personal ministry. No. Hmm. I, I've just come to say these three persons have. I have other small daddies too, both in MFM and in RCCG. But these three major daddies have made serious significances in my life. The way they handle life, the way they see life, the way they touch life, the way they handle money, the way they handle time, the way they handle people around them, the way they handle talents around them, really helped me. And that's one of the reasons why I had so many good relationships. You know, when you're somebody who operates big, large ministries like them, you really know how to sustain relationships because everybody around you is useful. Everybody around you is useful for one thing or the other. So you want to handle them with care. You want to handle them carefully. I thank God that I met those three wonderful men. I thank God for their lives. Don't let me take your time. I'll continue with I think I should have the last apology series tomorrow morning. Yeah, by God's grace. Those who joined me, thank you so much. Oh, I have switched off the comments. So sorry. Thank you so much, and have yourself a profitable week ahead. God bless you.